Hey, my Virgos, how are y'all? You good? Good. All right. So, we're going to do your December energy. Okay. So, we're going to look at the general energy. Then, we're going to look at what's going on with love. And then, we're going to look at what's going on with your career. All right. I did shuffle and I did put the spread out. I am using my Hoodoo Tarot today. And yeah, so let's just jump right on into it. All right. So your center card, what represents you, is the Son of Baskets. So you're kind of in the childlike state right now when it comes to your emotions. You're learning how to use your emotions again, how to express yourself again. And it's a little scary, and that's okay, because as adults and even as we're growing, like, we don't know exactly how to express ourselves. We weren't really taught how to do it, because a lot of the emotions that we only know is maybe sadness and anger and joy, but there's so many other ranges that goes there, and there's so many ways to actually express it, more than just yelling or being passive aggressive. There's ways to express it, and there's time to just sit with it and hold space. And that's what you're learning to do. You're learning how to hold space for your emotions. All right. You're really in tune with your inner child. You're doing a lot with your inner child. Yeah. So it's definitely okay to just be with your inner child, because we often forget that they are important to our spiritual growth, right? Then we have the grandchildren here, which is like the star card, all right? So you have a lot of healing to do, all right? With Miss Robinson being here, you have a lot of like shadow work that you're being called to do and that you're having to go through. So there's a lot of trauma that you're addressing. There's a lot of instances that's coming up that's triggering you, and so you have to see, why am I feeling this way? Why am I reacting this way? Where is this stemming from? Right? So you're having to go back in it, and as you're going back in it, you're realizing why you're traumatized, why you're triggered, why you're acting that way. You find the cause of it, and once you find the cause of it, you find a way to heal. Now it's your duty to heal it. Now you meditate. Now you take the steps to clear that energy out. Now you take the steps to do something different, now that you know that it's a trauma response, right? So now you do something differently. You make it a point to take a different action, so that that's no longer a trigger for you, because that is your responsibility, is to heal. What crowns your reading is the Eight of Baskets. So, like I said, a lot of shadow work. And in that shadow work, you're noticing that now that you've healed, you can't be around certain people. Now that you've healed, you can't do certain things anymore. Certain habits no longer fulfill you. It's not going to work. And that's just how it is, because you've grown, and your soul will not allow you to be in that place anymore, or to do those things anymore. So then we come to the foundation, which is the garden, right? So in this one, the card is positioned, and the garden speaks to why you're going through this, right? What is sparking this phase of shadow work? So you ended out a cycle. You done a good job of the past shadow work. Now you got a new phase that you got to go to. Now you're building on it. So you have to figure out why you feel the way you feel about certain things, why you're triggered, because going forward, you're going to need to have this area of your life healed. So that's what y'all gotta deal with in December. There's a lot of healing, my love. A lot of healing. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Alright. So I'm gonna look at what love has for you. Alright. So you have the courting, you have Two of Coins, you have Ace of Sticks. Alright, so for there to be these two versions of like prominent twos and then that ace, balance is really important right now in your love life. They're asking you to balance your behaviors, balance your emotions, how you express your emotions. All right, leading it into that, come from the shadow work we just talked about in general energy. Over one of the main ways you're going to be working to heal your shadow, that shadow side of you, or that particular part of you, is through a relationship. All right, and remember, love is not just romantic. Yes, it's a partner that you have may be the one showing you this, but it could be a sister, it could be your mother, it could be your brother, it could be your uncle, it could be your father, it could be your relationship with your father, it could be a relationship with your daughter, it could be a relationship with any people, people that you care about, people that you have these connections with, a passion for, right? This love for. You're learning how to balance certain things. You're learning how to balance your emotions. I know I keep saying that, but that's like a really important thing, because we have to understand that life is more than just an up, right? Life is about ups and downs, and understanding why we have the downs, and so we can appreciate the ups and the happiness. You're not gonna know if something is an issue for you unless you feel a kind of way, right? How do we find, set, and maintain boundaries unless we, enforce them? Conflict shows us our boundaries, and so it's really important to take that. But that doesn't mean that you have to set a boundary and be mean about it and now everything is blocked off. No, it means that we work through it. We explain why we have this boundary and we work to keep it there. It's a matter of keeping you protected. I'm not saying be mean and cut everybody out. I'm not saying that. But it's to protect yourself, right? You have the Ace of Sticks, so you're going to be called upon to make a different decision. You have a certain action that you have to take, and it's going to require you to really work with this person, and you may not be happy about it at first. I don't think you'll be happy about it at first. They won't be happy because they have to work with you, but it's really a time that y'all will have to put aside your differences and come together, because it's a matter of us against them, or having to be united in order to get a common goal done, right? A house divided falls. We can be quarreling amongst ourselves, but when it's time for us to stand together and get something done, we're gonna have to put that aside, because right now our home is being attacked. So you're gonna have to really work through that issue with that person so that y'all can grow and protect your home, protect your assets, so that y'all can really thrive. All right, let us look at career. All right, so you have Mrs. Robinson, Son of Baskets, and the Garden. Y'all are really going through some pretty big phases, because for all of these major arcana to be popping out, this is a really deep transformation for y'all. Also, D is kind of wanting to be known. Black Herman, who's like the magician, and the Father Sims, who is basically temperance. So we understand, Source understands, and your team understands that you want something a certain way, but they're telling you to be patient, because for what you want, there has to be time in there. Time has to be taken, things have to be arranged, and it's not going to come as fast as you want it. Not for it to be a quality and be something that you will actually accept, So with here, you're having to actively work in the material realm. So Yes, we know that we shape our reality, right? The things that we think about, our thoughts, our words shape our reality. So with Mrs. Robinson here, you have to actively work. That means you got to use your hands. That means that you're producing a physical product. All right. This job that you have is going to require you to actually put in some time. You've been lax, you've been chilling, right? But now you have to go to those meetings. You have to make some arrangements. You got to make the videos. You have to do the going out on field trips, field site visits. All right, you have to go out there. But the good thing about it is that this does come with a change. You know, it's like the upgrade. So you've gone through your training. Now you're being in the field. You're applying your skills. I mean, granted, you're getting paid handsomely for it. It's not like they putting you to work and they're not paying you. Oh no. So you get to grow. You get to show what you've learned. You get to show your talents, right? You have a green thumb. You have the magic touch. You get to show that. All right, my Virgos. I hope this resonated. Let me know what you think. It is literally 60 something degrees out here, 70 degrees. Why is there mosquitoes? And why is the mosquito on me? Child, I don't appreciate it. I don't appreciate that one bit. But anyway, look, like, comment, subscribe, share, tell a friend, book me. Book your private session, do tarot, Reiki, charm readings on Medium. Yeah. So you do that. And check out my website. Yes. ScorpioAsWell.com. All right. Check out the socials. Follow me. All right. Scorpio as well on everything. All right. So I'm gonna see y'all later. Y'all have a great December.